Nice.
Welcome.
Welcome. Let's talk nerdum.
How's everybody doing today?
Is it? Oh, I'm delayed. Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome to Talking Nerds. Maybe this is weird now.
You still have to get used to
I'm just
the
gonna mute
countdown.
myself. I know. I do. We're changing things up every single week here.
Oh, maybe I missed it because I was doing it over here. I should do it with my left hand.
Yeah, your hand's like woo.
Because it was
out to the
out.
side.
It was
Yeah.
out a little bit. That's my beat.
Yeah. That's all right. That's all right. We're professionals here on Talking Nerds. And welcome, everybody, to another week. It's going to be a really chill stream today. We got some news and some Oscar nominations we're going to chat about. So, yeah, I can't look at myself on the left. This is really weird. But, yeah, so I never say this, but I feel like we should. Let's talk nerdum, guys. That's it's our slogan. I should use it more. But yeah, let's get into it. So yeah, I have not been doing a lot. I haven't really played Lies P lately. I did try to kill the Puppet King a little bit more. I spent like 2 hours, and I still haven't beaten him, but I'm trying. I'm really trying hard. It's just hard. It's really
So
hard.
we appreciate you trying.
Yeah, I'm trying to get good. And it's sad because like this game is unlike other Souls game where like I feel like I don't normally have to farm that much. Like it feels like it's really good progression throughout the game. Like you
Hmm.
feel like you're ready for the next boss that you're at. And I do absolutely everything. I kill every single enemy. I loot everything. So like I spend time doing everything. And this boss has been a pain in the butt. So yeah, I'm switching weapons. I'm upgrading stuff. I'm adding bombs. I'm trying to help my summons out. Nothing's really working. So, but I'm getting closer. I've gotten his second phase down to like a third health. So it's only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. But yeah, so been doing that a little bit. Mostly, I've just been watching Star Trek, more Star Trek movies. I'm on the last OG film, and man, oh man, oh man. I praised it a lot last time, but it's so good. Now, without spoiling it, the first one's kind of like it's kind of like a bridge between the original series and the movies, right? So, I feel like Wrath of Khan, which is the second one, is kind of like the start of the new era for them. I feel like it was connecting basically what happened at the events at the end of the series, which I don't really know, to kind of the new era for this crew on the Enterprise. And yeah, so Wrath of Khan, I gave five out of 5 stars. It was fantastic. The third movie kind of picks up each movie after that. Again, like I said, the first one's kind of its own thing, but each movie after that picks up exactly where the last one left off. And so they're very it's really one big continuation of the story, but each one are very different overall. Um so it kind of dipped down a bit. The third one was not that great. It was basically kind of like rationalized. I don't know if that's the right word, but the events of the second one. But it was very low key. It's still good, but it wasn't much for plot. The fourth one was whack. That's all I can say without spoiling. Like what a bizarre story. Still really great. It was funny. It was a pretty funny one. I laughed a lot. Especially Leonard Nimoy, which is he's such a serious actor, but I think it kind of lends to his humor. It's like he's not trying to be funny, but that's kind of the great aspect of Spock is he's so serious that it like he doesn't know how to be human. Uh, so yeah, that one was an oddball, but the fifth one, I'm trying to remember, they're all splitting in my head, but the fifth one I think kind of it introduces this really interesting villain, um, and it is the first one I think that destroys the Enterprise, which is like I know we all saw the J.J. Abrams movies, but I'm starting to learn that those are not good Star Trek movies, um, which is interesting because I actually did like them, but the Enterprise is like barely ever destroyed in the series, so that was kind of interesting. Yeah, so I don't want to get into spoilers because you guys should watch them; they're really great. But thumbs up overall. I'm really loving them. So one more movie to go. But yeah, that's my
Nice.
week pretty much.
Nice. What platform are you watching them on?
Mm, Max.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, cool.
Yep. Yep. So yeah, I really want to spoil them, but Tyler says he's gonna watch them. So
I will. And all that to say, I've been working through some stuff.
you
I've
have,
been
you have.
I've been getting through some stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe not the stuff you want me to,
No,
but I'm going through stuff.
that's okay. What have you been watching, Tyler? What have you been doing?
Well, let me tell you guys. Pirates of the
Rewatched
Caribbean?
Rings of Power.
No, probably most likely.
That's one
Hopefully
of those
never
things
will.
I'm like, I don't want you to go through this, but I do want you to watch this. So
no,
it's a
thank
love and
you.
hate situation. This is a very bitter drink, by the way, or sour, tart.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, but we drink it every week. Ghost Energy drink.
That's right.
Man, like this is like extremely tart.
Huh.
I'm probably not gonna get this one ever again. But
That's probably a smart thing.
yeah. Anyways, sorry to interrupt.
You're okay. I watched all the Pirates of the Caribbean this week
Classic.
because why not? You know?
Yep.
I was in the pirate mood and you said to myself, you know what? I'm going to do it. I don't care.
And I said, ahoy. It's time to
And
watch
I did.
Pirates.
Ahoy, ahoy.
Ahoy,
Ahoy.
ahoy.
So yeah, I watched all
nice.
those. Started Jujutsu Kaisen.
I've heard
first
great
episode.
things about Jujutsu Kaisen.
First episode, kind of fire. And that started because I was listening to anime soundtracks and I was like, I'm really hyped right now. I want to watch a hype show. And that's what I heard Jujutsu Kaisen was, so I started it.
Speaking of listening to anime, you like totally changed my Spotify algorithm to where now all it's giving to me. I use the DJ thing, right? It's just like
Right.
random music, constantly giving me movie soundtracks, like all the
Fire.
time. He's like, you tend to listen to this on Wednesdays. I'm like, do I really? I don't think I do. But
I
okay,
listen to them every day. That's
I
what
know.
I like to work to.
This is what
I like-
working from home with you does to me.
Yeah, I like it because there's no words to like focus on.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I'll like
yeah.
catch myself singing, and then it's like distracting, and then yeah,
I liked the like synth music, synth music we listened to, the like
Yeah.
Blade Runner style stuff. That's a
Mhm,
good playlist. So
yeah,
I do listen to that work still. So
yeah.
it's good
No,
stuff.
and that's what I like listening to. So yeah, I definitely ruined your algorithm because you were listening
Yeah.
along with me.
You did.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry. But yeah, so I started that. I also started Reacher, season
Nice.
2.
On
I'm
my list.
four episodes in, 3.5.
Okay.
4.
Interesting.
Maybe 4.5. But yeah, I am actually really liking it. The first one was really good. You guys saw the
Yeah.
first season, right?
Nope. It's on my list.
Ah, dang.
Yeah.
But I love
very
Alan
nice.
Richardson.
Yeah,
He's a great
I
guy.
think it's Richardson.
He's going to be in Henry Cavill's new film coming out
Yep.
in February, I think. February, March.
Yeah.
Which looks fantastic.
Yeah,
And I didn't even know it was coming out.
Yeah, nope. But yeah,
So.
season 2 I think is already a little bit better than season 1. From what I
Yeah.
remember of season 1.
Really, I've heard season 1's way better, but
Maybe
That's
the
interesting.
ending will be disappointing. I don't know. I it's been a while since I saw season 1, so
No.
maybe it is better.
not like it's bad, but it's just the
No,
season
I-
1's better though. Yeah.
I think I like the story. Like the story of season 2 is keeping me engaged because it's kind of like a whodunit, like detective story,
Sure.
and it kind
Yeah.
of is like it at least keeps me engaged to like I'm trying to figure it out too, you know,
Right. Yeah.
and like I'm trying to connect the pieces. So maybe that's just a
Mhm.
me thing, but I'm enjoying it, and yeah, I'm enjoying
Cool.
it.
Nice.
Let's see. Oh, I watched. I don't think I updated on this, but I've watched Mission Impossible 3 and 4 now.
What'd you think
I
of
think
4?
last week I watched 1 and 2,
4
and I
is the
think I
best.
updated that.
4 is
But
my
this
favorite
week-
personally.
3 and 4. Yeah, 4 is really good.
Mm-hmm.
It is so good.
They
Really good.
definitely overused Apple products in that movie. It's like iPad, iPhone. Here, you need an iPhone? I got 4. Take one. But it's a great movie and awesome characters in that one. So
Yeah. Yeah. So then I hit a wall because five on I think is on
is it on
Max.
Paramount?
or Paramount, one of the two.
I got you.
But then I watched. So instead, I watched Casino Royale.
Okay.
Um, and the next one after that,
Souls.
yeah,
Quantum Solace.
one.
Yeah.
Quantum of Solace.
Quantum of Solace or Quantum Solace? I can't remember.
Quantum of
It's
Solace.
Quantum of Solace.
Yeah.
Probably the least memorable out of Daniel Craig's, but not
Yeah,
the worst. The latest one
wasn't-
was probably not his. It was probably the worst, just because of what. I won't spoil it, but just what they did to his character. I was very kind of disappointed overall, in multiple ways too. I didn't think it was a terrible movie. I just didn't like what they did to him.
Yeah. Or just to the name of James Bond or 007, you know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Through him though.
Yeah.
So, Tyler, you haven't seen it, right?
What? Quantum. The new.
No Time to Die.
Maybe
It
I
came
have.
out
I can't.
in 2021, I think,
Okay.
a couple years ago, or a few years ago now, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just. These are movies that like I think I told you I shared this with you, Biggie, on Saturday. I tried. I'm going through them again because it's like bits and pieces I really remember.
Yeah.
Where it's like maybe my dad was watching it, or like I came in at a different time when someone else was watching it and just kind of like caught a drift. But yeah,
Right.
so I'm just kind of like working through them again. But yeah, and then actually let me check my letterbox here because there might be another one that shout out my letterbox. I've been trying to stay on top of those. Fight Club. I watched Fight Club. Hadn't seen it. Top of my list for this year.
I
for
love
movie scene.
Fight Club.
So good. So freaking good. Yeah, and I need to update this even more because there's more on here that I have seen that I didn't put on here. Yeah, that's top of my scene in January 2024. Fight Club.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've been working through stuff, man. I'm hoping to get through Jujutsu Kaisen, so I can watch the newest season that came out. I'm really excited. I think that the next season of My Hero comes out like March.
I think it's May. I'm pretty sure it's May.
One of the
Because I was just talking to somebody about that. I can't remember
Was it
who.
me?
Maybe it was you. Because I need to prioritize which one I watch. Because I gotta watch up Demon Slayer. Because we're gonna do a big Demon Slayer. Well, I won't get into that yet. There might be something Demon Slayer related coming to you in a month or so.
From us.
From us. And so Demon Slayer I'm watching again. And I'm trying to finish up Avatar. And then I had Death Note, but I guess I'll push that back so that I can watch My Hero because I got, was it 5 seasons to get through?
You've got you've
6,
got a lot.
or 6 seasons coming out, right?
I think 5's coming out. I think there's 4
Oh,
seasons.
5's coming out? Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, so lots of anime. And anime is like bottom of my priority list, so that kind of sucks.
Which is sad, but I understand.
Yeah. Yeah. Other things are higher. You know, and comics. I have not been reading comics very much, so that's a big bummer. Comics
Mhm.
are my first love. Well, besides movies. So,
So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's more that I missed, but I just would try to watch stuff. So
yep.
Nice.
Buffalo
What you
Bick.
got?
Well, my week was pretty uneventful, I guess. I also watched all 5 of the Pirates of the Caribbean, so that's funny.
Not
Um,
you finished like a week ago though, right?
No, we finished the fifth one sometime end of last week.
I guess you weren't on last week. That's
Yeah, I
that's what
wasn't
I
on
was
last
thinking
week.
of. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
all I gotta say,
I guess you
great
were
minds think
slacking
alike.
last week.
Great
Come on.
minds think alike. That's all I gotta say.
No,
Yeah.
it is
I
the
think
year of the pirate because I have been thinking about rewatching them too. So
yeah. I think they definitely go in order of greatest to least great in one, two,
Mm,
three, four, five.
that's
For
difficult. I agree. Five is the obviously the worst by
yeah,
it's awful. I don't even think it's should be a part of the series. Four is
yeah,
good, but I wouldn't say it's anywhere near them.
yeah.
And but I don't know. I have a hard time picking between one and two as my favorite.
Two
Everybody
is yeah,
obviously the easy answer is one just because it's the OG. It kind of blew people's minds because the whole thing was based on a ride at Disneyland or Disney World. Um, and
I didn't
so
realize that.
yeah, and it's obviously it was a hit, but and I think second most people don't appreciate, but I actually really like it. So
I
I don't
really
know.
love the
Yeah,
second one. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
even the third one's great. It's just the second one to me is just I love it. So
right. And there's certain aspects of each movie that make it good. Like the Kraken, I think, is why the second is better than the third, just
yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
yeah,
so iconic.
it is. And like just yeah. I mean, yeah, the opening's okay. The opening of the third movie is amazing, where all the pirates are singing "Yo
oh, we
Ho."
like just recently watched that
We
clip.
did, and then oh my gosh, chills, like literally
Yeah.
chills.
Chills,
But
man.
Uh,
the second one, I think I just have fond memories because we went to the theater to see it. We did see the third in theaters, but like we went and got McDonald's before we got the Happy Meals with the dead man's chest toys,
yeah.
and then just the ending where it's like you see Barbosa come back and you're like what? And they're like we're going to get Jack and you're like what? I can't wait.
Yeah.
I got to see this third movie now. So
And that is one of the earliest cliffhangers that I remember as a kid.
yeah.
There's always been cliffhangers. Well, not maybe not always, but there was a lot of cliffhangers before that series. But
Yeah.
because of our age, that's one of the first ones I remember. Is that
And
cliffhanger?
a lot of the movies we watched when we were kids we saw at home anyway. Like we saw a lot of movies
Right.
in theaters, but a lot of the good ones we had to watch at home
Lord of the
because they were
Rings,
all
Star Wars.
either PG-13 or R or whatever, and we couldn't watch them at the theaters. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. And I also think that's the fourth. I think one of the reasons it's not as good among a few is that I think Blackbeard is such an iconic character in that world, and I feel like they totally underutilized his character.
oh yeah,
But
I
definitely
think they underutilized his sword too.
yeah, and his ship, yeah,
right.
right,
I feel like they were trying to be like, oh, people really liked the idea that Jack weaved used his back hair to what was it like ride a turtle, a sea turtle.
rustle some sea turtles together.
Yeah, and they took that idea and they tried to make a whole movie kind of surrounding that idea. That's what it felt like. Or at least the backstory for all the characters and everything. Um, so because
Yeah.
because Blackbeard was one who left him on that island, right? I
Nope,
believe.
Barbosa.
No, it was Barbosa.
It was Barbosa. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
well,
the
It's
crew
been
threw a
yeah, it's been
mutiny
a while.
and then they marooned him.
Yeah.
Oh yes, of course, because
Yeah.
he was on the
That's it.
because he was the captain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was he
that's
though?
right.
Was he actually?
Was he
You
though?
never.
Yeah,
You know. You,
yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So
So we did that, and then just last night we watched Free Guy, which I had seen that
oh, I
before.
love that movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so funny. I had seen that before, but Lauren had never seen that, so she liked it. At first, she hated it, but then she loved it at the end, by the time it ended.
Yeah.
But and I didn't realize, or I guess I don't remember the woke comments, but it was back when
Yeah.
that stuff was still more subtle in Disney. It wasn't like really in your face.
Yeah, at least we weren't as attuned to it. Maybe
Right.
we weren't really actively thinking about it, I guess, as much. But
Hmm.
Yeah.
we weren't woke in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah, anti woke, anti woked.
Yeah.
Asleep.
Anyways, we we were woke, but in the wrong way. I don't know.
Right.
Whatever. Anyways, nice. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing a lot of pirate themed stuff this year, though. So
Like
I'm
Sea
excited.
of Thieves.
Like Sea of Thieves, and maybe talking about One Piece and Pirates of the Caribbean too, actually. So
Some
yeah.
scroll and cross. What is it? Skull and crossbones.
Skull and Bones is coming out
Skull and
supposedly in February, which is doubtful because it's not in Steam, so you can't even pre-order it yet.
Oh, you can pre-order it on Microsoft.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Or you mean Xbox, right?
Yeah. I mean the
Yeah.
Microsoft store. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't find it on Steam, but maybe it's not on Steam. Maybe it's Epic Games or something. I'll have to look. Um. In fact, I'll look right now. But
Gonna take a quick peek.
yeah, I'm just
Little peeksy.
curious. Ah, shoot, it makes me once. I like barely go into Epic Games, so it's trying to make me sign in. Forget that. Yeah, so we got a couple things to talk about. A little bit of news. Uh, cue the screen share.
All right, I got you.
uh,
Don't
so,
worry about it. I got you too.
I got you. We have a new casting for Supergirl in the upcoming Superman movie. It is Millie Alcock, AI cock, from House of the Dragon. So apparently he like didn't really know about her before House of the Dragon, but he was impressed with her whatever acting skills, which she was. She was actually really great in House of the Dragon. And then she did well in her audition. So now she's the new Supergirl, which, hey, she's blonde. Like that's all we ask for is lore accuracy. So hey, you know, I don't really care what her politics are. I don't really care what kind of person she is.
We
As
never
long as
do
she's a
until
good
they
Supergirl.
force it on us.
Right. So yeah, I mean, I'm fine with this. Low key, high key, I guess.
High key, low key.
High key, low key. I'm not okay with Loki though. Loki sucked. So she's supposed to appear in Superman Legacy, which, by the way, Batman is not going to be in this movie. So, in case you were wondering, in case you were hopeful, not in this movie,
Probably for
which
the best.
may be a good thing. Yeah,
Yeah, that's why I thumbs up
Um,
because I can't ruin them anymore.
right. The only thing that's a little, maybe a lot concerning about this is it's based on a 2022 comic book. So, I don't know about that. I don't know. Probably gonna be a woke overline. So this already even arrived. What's up with that guy? I don't. That's a random article. Anyways, so yeah, so that's my only concerning thing I could see. Plus, it's James Gunn, so you never know. Yeah, guys, what's your thoughts? What's your initial thoughts on that? Nothing.
I
Um,
don't know. I don't know anything about Supergirl really, so I don't know.
I'm a little. I mean,
Well,
James.
she's
I don't know if I'm gonna
Superman's
be watching
cousin,
this.
Well, yeah. Besides,
Kara Zor-El.
Uh,
You have to watch this. What are you talking about? You're not gonna watch this. It's the first big movie of James Gunn's DCU, and then it's The Authority. After
I'm
that,
gonna need a raise.
which is like basically the Suicide Squad for the. Wait, sorry. Suicide Squad is DC. Oops. It's the Guardians of the Galaxy. I think actually that's what they're saying, and it's animated.
you can have a 200% raise on your $0 income.
Yes.
Fine. I'll watch it.
You know, every great thing requires some tender, loving care and effort, and eventually, we'll make money. So, one day, you guys are gonna be super chatting us. Hopefully,
One day. Maybe
fingers
today.
crossed.
You never know.
Maybe today. Can you even get super chats before you're monetized? Is that even possible?
No, I don't think so. I was just
Oh,
being
darn.
goofy.
As long as we
Darn.
as long as we still hold the title of making more money than the Marvels, then that's okay.
We'll always have that.
Yeah, I mean, we already are. Yeah. Even if we've made $0, we've made more money because
Because
they
we're not
made
losing money.
negative money. They lost money. Although I guess we are spending money here and not making it back, but not $450 million.
millions.
Yeah, we're still
So-
still more. Still more.
We will always be making more money than them, essentially.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. I hope I didn't just. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Anyways. Yes. So we'll see. It's based on a Tom King comic book, and if anybody knows anything about Tom King, you should be worried a little bit. So, yeah. All right, moving on to our favorite subject, Star Wars. Daisy Ridley just did something very surprising me. It's not surprising because I guess I really haven't ever paid attention to what she ever has to say about stuff. But she got interviewed about all the sexist comments people are making about the new Rey Solo film and the director. And she said, where is it? She said, oh, crap. Oh, here it is. I think my take is things get blown out of proportion, and the interactions that I've had with people have been nothing but wonderful and supportive. Now, I think a lot of the people that she's probably not fans like us, but I'm sure she's a wonderful, nice person and all. Maybe she's got some whack views, but that's very interesting to hear. That all that she had to say is things got blown out of proportion, which is kind of true. Nobody's actually saying that they don't want a woman to direct Star Wars. That has never ever been said. In fact, it's not even true. You know.
Yeah.
Because we were excited for a Patty Jenkins movie that fell through. Granted, this was obviously before Wonder Woman, which we all know how that turned out. But no one's ever complained about this, so we're against the woke media for kind of setting her up again, to kind of say what everyone else is saying, to pull that Phil. So
And
yeah. I'm
a
surprised.
guest. We have a guest with
I'm
us.
not a guest.
He's not a guest.
Oh, we have
But
a guest,
we have a visitor.
Oh,
We have a
okay.
visitor.
or another
Did you have to let me
another
know?
host.
That was weird.
We have a
I
visitor.
didn't hear anything at
if he
first.
pops
Can you
up.
hear me? Okay. All right.
Yep.
Hold on.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, there you are. Oh, we got a
Wait,
camera.
I'm on camera now?
Yeah.
we have a forehead.
That's why I
Yeah.
didn't know if he was a guest or not because didn't know who it was.
Yeah.
Oh
We have a forehead.
No,
no, we don't.
I don't
We
wanna
have
look
our
at
heading.
There we go.
We have our head.
Well, we can't really hear you. We can't really hear you though. We have our heading.
Weird.
Do I sound okay right now, Tyler?
I think you're getting back. You've got medium connection. I just you were getting some
Okay,
robo voice.
alright.
I don't know if you were
Says
hearing
I have-
that, Nick.
I was hearing it. Yeah. It was,
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was just me.
Ruh-roh. All right.
Testing,
Well,
testing,
it should be
testing.
working fine now.
Hey.
Better.
This is what we do. We're doing it live. We'll do it live.
All right. I don't know. I guess I gotta hold my mic right up next to my mouth. but
You sound like you lost a tooth or something, but maybe
no,
that's just your.
so there's something going on right now. I'm all congested because something
Oh
in this
yeah.
apartment is giving me allergies.
Oh
I
jeez.
really don't know what it is.
Huh.
So I
It
think
could be
it's the
the-
flowers, but they've been here since last Wednesday, so it's weird that I just started having a reaction last night, unless they've like, kind of dried out and are releasing pollen now, maybe. I don't know.
Reasons why we should not have flowers. We should not
Never get-
purchase flowers.
Never get your wife a flower.
Never get the
No,
flowers. The
My
flowers are
wife bought the
screwing you.
flowers.
Ah, crap.
Yeah.
Well,
So I can't exactly
what are you
get
gonna
rid
do?
of them.
all right.
Alright.
Well, we're just talking about Daisy Ridley right now.
Oh, fun.
Did you
Speaking
hear?
of
Did you hear what
flowers.
she said?
Mm-mm.
She was interviewed about all the drama surrounding the sexism in Star Wars right now, Star Wars fandom, and when she was asked what she thought about it, she said, "I think it's just all being blown out of proportion," and that she's had mostly positive interactions.
Interesting.
Uh-oh, I'm in the red.
I'm in the
Yeah,
red.
so that was
That's
very
very
interesting to hear. I again, maybe she's just clueless to what's actually going on, but at the same time, that kind of just backs up her point that nobody's actually making sexist comments. I think it's all being skewed in their direction because people are just don't want an activist director. That's all this comes down to is we don't want activism in Star Wars. We want
No
Star Wars.
activism in any movie.
So
Yeah,
that's all it
it's-
comes down to.
It's fitting a narrative.
Well, in anything, but this in particular, it's like, yeah. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting to hear that. I don't think that the people going to, to her announcements and everything, at Comic-Con are really, people like us on our side. So, maybe she's not hearing everybody's side, but
Yeah, it could be.
I
Normie
can't
Star Wars
imagine.
fans.
it could be Normie Stars fans, but yeah, again, at the same time, it literally backs up our point. So good for her. At least good for her for not, letting media sway her opinion.
Right.
Not pulling
so-
Miss Marvel. What's her name? Brie
Oh,
Larson. Not pulling a Brie
yeah.
Larson and totally nuking all your fans. In
right,
Media.
right. Yep, exactly. Or Tatiana, what's her name? Tatiana Kazlani or whatever, who plays She-Hulk. It was so funny. I get a bunch of dumb marketing emails in my work inbox. I got one from her today.
What?
So how about that? She's emailing me.
This
She was
guy
asking
from
if
the
I
Middle
wanted a
East.
email
My
list,
name
and I
is
was like, no.
Tatiana.
My
from
name is
you.
Tatiana.
Pass.
Yeah, I was like, no, thanks. I'm good. Thank you.
Dude, I
Maybe
got
if
the
you made a good show, I would have bought it, but probably not.
I got the weirdest one for the second time. I get a bajillion marketing emails too, but it was
Oh,
like
yeah.
the subject line is "Grandma's green beans," and like I'm like, what the heck?
Buy
And so
now.
I opened it up, and it was literally just like a story this guy wrote about how like he didn't want to try his grandma's green beans, and then tried them and they were awesome, and so I should give his company a shot because if I try his company, I'm gonna love it. I was like, yeah, no.
Pass.
This guy's sad because he's like, I really do want people to try this.
My grandma's
Just buy
green
my
beans are
beans, please.
awesome.
Buy my beans.
No, he wasn't
Oh,
selling
man.
his grandma's green beans. That's the thing. He's selling like hydraulic.
I know, but
things
it would
or
be
something.
funny if he was.
It would be funny if he was actually selling his grandma's green beans.
Nice.
Okay.
Did you want to get back to your article?
Also, before you came on, we were talking about the fact that Millie Alcock is going to be playing Supergirl in the new Superman movie, and she plays. She's in House of the Dragon.
Which character?
I already forgot the name of the character. The main character, literally. Uh,
Oh,
Rhaenyra.
like the
yeah.
one married to
something like that.
Damon, the sister Damon's sister.
Yes.
Yeah,
Damon's
The
younger
version.
version of
Yeah,
her.
yeah. Or
Damien's niece.
yeah.
Yeah, the
I
young
liked her
version of
better
her.
anyways
Yeah, so
than the
she
older version.
did. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Um, so she plays for uh, based on a 2022 comic, so it could be uh, based on that alone. I think she's the pick in and of herself. So, um, yeah.
Is anyone else getting Robo?
All
figure, or
right,
is that just
so I don't know if he's
Yeah.
gonna put.
Nathan
just
is now
Biggie.
RoboCop.
Yeah.
I am now RoboCop. Sorry, guys.
Biggie.
We're changing stuff up this week, and apparently it's screwing up my internet.
Yeah,
So
nice
that's a
suggestion,
problem.
Bluey.
Because normally it's fine.
Nathan
Sorry,
is the
just
only
trying to do
one
my
who-
job that I don't get
who's
paid
running
for.
against
I
it.
don't get
It's
paid
affecting
for.
him.
The one that I get a
Let's
200%
let's go on a
increase.
quick break, and we'll be. Let's go on a quick break, and we'll jump right back in.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
I can't.
All right, we're back. Hopefully improved. Sorry about that janky audio. Blame it on Bluey. All right. So what were we talking about? Oh yeah. So I can't share my screen here, but we all watched it. There was a new video game released called Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, and it first of all I think it's a live test right now. It was a live test, right? And they had to take it down within an hour of releasing it because of how buggy it was. So that's the first issue. Second issue, Joker is a new character that you can play in the DLCs, and he is not the Joker. By the way, this is a continuation of the Arkham series, the Arkham world that we've been used to. We know that Joker is one of the best renditions of Joker, right? Mark Hamill. Completely different Joker now. He looks like he has $150,000 in debt, student loan debt. He looks like he's living on welfare. He looks like a different person altogether than the other Joker that we got, and he is insecure and is trying to figure out who he is. So he's a millennial. He's a millennial. This is essentially what I'm saying.
Watch it.
So, hey, I'm a millennial too. It's okay. I'd rather be a millennial than a Gen Z. That's all I'm saying. There's a lot worse things going on in the Gen Z generation. Yeah, so there's a second problem. And then we have the worst offense of all, which is that this is Kevin Conroy's last appearance as Batman, and Harley Quinn kills him. Point blank, shoots him in the head, and he's a villain. And Harley Quinn is the hero. That's pretty rough. It's pretty rough, especially being Batman of all characters.
I mean, that's a continuation in my mind of the Suicide Squad movies. You know,
Yeah.
where they like portray Harley Quinn as a hero in both of those or all three of them. I don't remember.
It's just a continuation of the issue of anti-heroes being glorified heroes now, and real heroes are problematic and racist, sexist, bigoted, and you know, it's ironic, really, because you know, ever since Superman died in the 90s, which is an amazing storyline, anybody can come back from the dead, which, you know, could be a good thing. It's overused, I think, a lot of time, but in this situation, they can't even do that. They're just really destroying Batman's legacy altogether. Not only Kevin Conroy's legacy, but also the Arkham Batman's legacy. Just Batman as a character altogether. It's just it really messes with the character and everybody's persona of him. So it's pretty sad.
And what is
honestly.
what's the whole context of the Justice League going? Is it like a mind control or something?
Yeah, so it's
Or are they
Brainiac
just bad?
takes over
Ah,
the world
All
and
the Justice
basically mind infects the Justice League, and they
let's not at all remember that Batman. That's literally one of his many powers is the ability to avoid getting mind controlled.
yes,
You know what
this
I'm
is
saying?
true.
Like
This is true.
that's literally a point for him that he won't give in to mind control because he
Right.
knows who so thoroughly.
Yep.
So
Yep.
whatever. Oh,
Yeah,
they literally have Captain Boomerang pee on the Flash's corpse in the video game.
Yep.
Straight up. Pee on the
Yeah.
corpse. And it's like, oh, that's what you're doing. You're just peeing on all the Justice League fans.
Right.
So at least
It
you're being
really
upfront
is-
about it.
It's a very telling portrayal of modern day culture, and yeah, it's not done tastefully at all. it could be a cool concept. Um, especially if you like reversed it in the end, right, where they actually save the Justice League and they all come back.
Well,
But no,
think
we
about
can't have that.
Injustice Gods Among Us. Think about
Right.
Injustice Gods Among Us. That's
Yeah.
literally also the Justice League going bad, but they get saved at the end.
Right. And well, Superman doesn't.
Kind of. Right.
A lot of characters do, except for him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, even that, I think people don't. There's a lot of people that dislike that. Um, and I could see, like, I thought it was pretty interesting. I enjoyed Injustice. I read all the comics, and I can see why people would be upset though. And I think the concept of a dark Superman, evil Superman, is way overused.
Oh.
You see it in Omni-Man in Invincible, where it's done well, but it's still the same thing. You see it in The Boys with Homelander.
Toe-to-toe with,
Um,
to have someone who can go toe-to-toe with Superman, you need to have a dark Superman.
Right. Yes.
Some.
And there are dark Supermen in the DC world, but yeah,
Wasn't there-
Ultraman.
Wasn't there a portion of was Batman versus Superman where like Superman was dark?
No.
Oh.
No. It was never
I thought
him.
it was.
It's the real Batman versus Superman takes place in the Dark Knight Returns, which is a Frank Miller story way later in Batman's life. He's an old man. Superman and him have been best friends for their entire,
Well,
It's the end of the
in
story-line.
The movie.
Oh, well, who cares
Yeah, I know
about
you
any
might not
Snyder
count,
movie?
Okay. But that was the one. I
Even
was-
in that though, he's not really bad. He's never really the problem in that movie.
Okay.
It's more what Lex Luthor infects Batman's mind with, and and then it of course is in the dumbest way possible. Why'd you say that name? Reversed it. So, yeah. But that's a different story altogether. So yeah, point being, they're messing with our favorite characters, and it is a crime. It is a crime against nerdom and society and culture and everything else, and young children who look up to these characters as icons and role models. Yeah. Some people would say, and that this is kind of an interesting take. I don't know if I fully agree with it, but that Tom Holland's Spider-Man cries too much. Because the Peter Parker in the comics doesn't cry. He is he always pushes on. He always is the bigger man. He does whatever it takes. And even if he's at his wit's end or if his life is in shambles. So, I mean, granted, Peter Parker's not really a teenager a lot in the comics. This is a high school version of Peter Parker, so,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was literally what I was gonna say. I
kids
was
would
like,
obviously
he's-
kids would cry.
He's in high school, and the
Yeah.
things that
So-
he has to go through in high school are
Well, I mean,
Right.
think
not
about
Yeah.
how much Tobey Maguire cries too.
Well,
though. He
that
cries
was
when
gonna be my
Uncle Ben
next point,
dies,
though.
He cries. Yeah, he cries when
Yeah.
Mary Jane breaks up with him, and then
Andrew
turns
Garfield
evil,
cries
like,
a lot. So, but
Mhm.
these, yeah, I don't know. I think the high school Spider-Man maybe is just way overused in film.
Yeah, very well could be.
Because the best Spider-Man stories are when he's an adult. So, but yeah, that's a take. I don't know if I'd fully agree with it or not, but essentially, it's basically demasculating a lot of the big male characters in comics and fiction. So, yeah, it's just gonna get worse though, which is extremely sad to see. But yeah, any thoughts?
pretty much encompassed it all. I mean, it is just sad. Like, I think our generation that we're in right now, not our generation, but I guess our generation. I think you said it too. Like, our generation needs superheroes right now. Like, and we just don't have them. They're all
Yeah.
weak. They're all
Well, yeah, and not even just
Just-
ours, future generations too. You know.
Oh yeah. But I mean, if we're going to positively affect future generations, who do they have to look up in media, or look up to in media like we did growing up? You know,
Right.
um,
Yeah.
you look at people like Luke Skywalker, or Superman, the animated series with Batman and the Justice League. Like, I remember watching those shows, and you can't tell me as a kid you didn't at least pretend to have some superpowers and like
Yeah.
defeating bad guys. You just can't. Like, you were a weird kid if you didn't do that. Like if you didn't hang off the edge of the pool pretending to be Spider-Man, webbing Green Goblin out of the pool. Like, you
Of
every
course.
kid
Yeah.
did that, right?
Right.
We
Oh,
don't have
family
that.
fucking
Like,
mission here.
we
Ignore
just
me.
don't have that anymore.
We threw each other off bunk beds when we reenacted Lion King.
Lion King. And then there was also Death of Darth Maul too. Off the couch. You would pretend like you were split in half, Yeah.
See, all my brothers. Well, my brother. I only have one brother. He was younger than me, so
Yeah.
it didn't really work out the way that I wanted it to. But
Yeah. Screw sisters, am I right?
I had a good imagination when I was younger.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it reminds me of this job interview this YouTuber had with I guess it was DC Comics or Studios or whatever, and the question was, and she's conservative, or I guess she's more of a libertarian, but the question was, why is Batman problematic? And she's like, what? I don't know. It's like, you got to give a reason. She's like, I don't have a reason. Batman's not a problem. And she's like, no, give a reason. She's like, okay, I guess he's rich. He's a rich white guy. That's a good reason. They're like, he's like, okay, I'm sorry. What is that? Why is that a good reason though? Like, I don't really care who the heck saved me. If I was in Gotham City, yeah, I'd want Batman to save me. I don't care who it is under the mask. If he's a rich white guy or an Asian or whatever, I need to be saved.
I need a superhero.
And that's like the whole point of Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne is the fake persona. He is Batman. Bruce Wayne is his alter ego. He puts on that alter ego of being a narcissist and a playboy and a millionaire and all that stuff. And all he does is funnel his money for good. It's like, this is not problematic at all. Batman, I get a lot of people don't like that he's so dark, but it's a dark world that he lives in, And I mean, the only person who I could think is more heroic than him is Superman. And maybe even Spider-Man. Actually, I would probably say Spider-Man too.
Yeah.
But
All white guys.
that's the answer. All white guys. That's what we need. More white straight males. That's what we need in Hollywood. So, yeah, Witcher, you messed up. You got rid of the best white. No.
And what a stupid way to word the question. Like, why? It's
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
back in high school.
It's a
when
leading
kid would
question.
say, "Did
It
your
is.
parents know you're gay?" And you're like, "Well, if I say yes or
No.
no."
And you have to answer. I can't answer that. You have to.
You have to. Yes. Yes. Yeah. So.
It's like, okay, well, I'm answering under duress. He's white.
Yeah.
That's the problem. But under
Yes.
duress.
Well, that's what they're expecting you to say, though.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with what is a woman. They can't give you an answer because the only answer is biological female. Like, so it's all leading to a script that they need you to abide by. Yeah. So don't buy this game. It's not worth it. And it's probably gonna be crap anyways because it only lasted an hour before it bugged out. You know what the bug was? It was doing full story completion in a second. As soon as they launched the game, it's completed the entire story. So that's a pretty big problem.
Hey, I would say that's a plus. You just skipped the whole game.
Ah, nice. Well, you paid I don't know, what is it, $60-$70 probably for that. Yeah. So go play the original Arkham games. They're much better. And I'm probably gonna get back into those soon anyways. But yeah. All right, let's get into some Oscar nominations. which aren't until March, but we just got the new announcements.
Do you need a
And-
screen share for this?
Yes, I need the screen share for this, and there's some drama going on right now around Barbie.
Oh, I love that Ryan Gosling is the only one who got a nomination out of that whole movie.
Yep. Yeah, it's fantastic, and ironically, also, I'm Just Ken got a nomination as well, and Barbie's song did not,
Mhm.
or it might have actually, but I'm Just Ken is gonna win. You know that for sure. It's classic. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the I'm just Ken. Anywhere else I'd be a 10. Have you guys
Oh,
heard that
yeah.
song?
Uh-huh.
Have you guys even watched it? Are you guys even committed
No.
to this?
No. Why would I watch that?
No, I'm
I've
not.
not watched Barbie. Only because
The only reason I saw it was we were doing Barbenheimer. That's the only reason I
Right.
saw
The
it.
only
No,
reason I
my wife
haven't
went and
watched it.
saw it and said it was trash, and
It was
if
pretty-
she
it was
didn't
trash,
like
yeah.
it, there's absolutely no way I would like it.
So the only reason I haven't seen
Yeah.
it is because my brother-in-law
For
said
that
I was
genre,
gay
at
if I
least.
did.
He said you were gay if you did.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Wow, that's funny.
I did watch
You're
it.
like I'm already
We
gay
did
though,
go.
so
Like, wait a minute, but I am.
but I am
so,
gay.
So it makes you not gay.
It's not. You're not gay if you
Ah.
go see it. It's unironically, or ironically gay, or I don't know.
I'm ironically gay now.
You're unironically gay
It'll
Oh,
if you go see.
it'll make you.
It cancels each other out, is what I'm trying to say. So, all right. So let's start with obviously the best, which is actor in a leading role. I'm glad that they put that one first. Nope. Okay. All right. Acting actor in a leading role. Nominees. We got Bradley Cooper, in Maestro, which I didn't even hear about actually, and I heard it was a Oscar bait movie. And it was like years in the making. It took him 6 years to film a scene, or to learn how to film this, because he had to what's the word? Conduct an orchestra live, and they could only do it in one take. So he, like a dramatic actor would, took 6 years to learn how to conduct. It's like, okay,
It took you
Cool.
6 years
Next.
to learn how to conduct.
yeah, that seems a little
That's a little long.
long.
Yeah. Well, who was the conductor for Elgin Children's Choir?
Well, we
Cal-
shouldn't say it.
Calvin.
Yeah, Jay
Oh,
Jay
yeah.
something.
Yeah,
Or something.
like he taught the
I
basics.
love how Nick
and
said the
I'm-
last name. I just said the first.
and I'm
Take it.
pretty sure pretty sure I could have picked it up in a few months.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Lauren learned it in a year in college.
Oh,
In
really?
less than a year, a
Oh,
semester
yeah, yeah,
actually.
yeah. Your wife, Lauren.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was really hoping to win a Golden Globe, for Best Actor, and what's his face? Killian Murphy won Best Actor for Oppenheimer, which is well deserved. And Bradley Cooper's face was not happy. But yeah, so Bradley Cooper, Maestro.
but that was Golden Globes, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Coleman Domingo from Rustin. I've never heard of Rustin. I don't know what it is. But there you go. Paul Giamatti from The Holdovers, which I actually heard was a great film. I'm gonna watch it. It was basically, I don't know if it's an orphanage or something, but this kid, or no, sorry, not an orphanage. A trade school, or something like that. Boarding school, and he can't go home for the holidays because he guess he has nobody. So Paul Giamatti is like the headmaster or whatever, and he stays over the holidays with him and the somebody else. And I heard it was good, so I'll probably watch it. And Paul Giamatti's a good actor. I like him in most stuff. Cillian Murphy, Oppenheimer. I think he kind of deserves it.
Yeah.
He was excellent. And then Jeffrey Wright with in American Fiction, which I thought was going to be terrible, but I've heard a lot of good things actually from both sides.
I told you. I think when the previews came out, we were watching. What did we go see? Was it Beekeeper?
It was Beekeeper, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what,
Well,
Biggie? I actually think that this movie is not as what it seems.
It's a comedy too, so I heard it was kind of, I guess like kind of I know Barbie, we were just bashing it, but it was kind of funny because it kind of made fun of itself.
I
It
wouldn't
kind of
know
made
'cause
fun
I'm
of
not
both
gay.
of the stereotypes. Yeah, I felt a little
It
gay.
was like
Um,
either
You
you
know
were
what? Maybe I'll watch
laughing-
it here at home. Where
But I was
nobody
the
can
only-
see me.
during like the like macho men scenes where like they were talking about like the patriarchal and everything, I was laughing out loud and none of the women in the audience were laughing, so I was like,
I did see
oh,
the
they
one
probably think I'm an
scene,
asshole
or like the
right now.
montage. I did
It was
see like
funny.
the scene where Ken's going to find a job.
Yes. And he's like, wow, the world is really all about men. I get it now. I was like, thank you. It was funny. It was funny because it did make fun of a lot of. I don't think it was an intention, though. It was not intentional, but they kind of made fun of themselves, really.
Right,
in the
doesn't he, like
process.
try to find a job and they're all like, "No, we need a woman or we need a diversity hire," and he's like, "But I'm
Yeah.
a man,
But I'm
right? Isn't that how it goes?"
I don't remember exactly, but basically the whole thing was Barbie world's all about Barbie and not Ken, and he realized that the real world's actually all about men, and so Barbie world should be about Ken and not Barbie. And so, yeah, it was. Honestly, you guys should watch it. Just
You know what?
To-
Sounds like I need to be gay for a couple hours.
just be gay for a few hours and give it a watch. So
just be gay.
yeah, you can
It's
always
okay
go
to be
back
gay.
straight.
Can I?
Yes.
Okay.
Though it's it's fluid, you know. That's all. That's what society's all about now. It's fluidity. So
Fair enough. Fair enough.
yes, fair enough. Yeah. So, anyways, American Fiction. I'm also gonna give that a watch. And
You're gay if you don't become gay.
yes. Wait a minute. No. Jeffrey Wright's a great actor, though. I really like. Until Westworld went downhill, he was fantastic in that. He was in Hunger Games. What else was he in? In recent
he
years,
was in one of the newest. Who did Fantastic Mr. Fox? Who's that director?
Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson. He was
Oh
in
yeah.
the Wes.
Honestly,
Anderson
the more I think about it, most of his movies are very pretentious. The only good ones really are Fantastic Mr. Fox and Grand Budapest.
Yeah.
The other ones are kind of just like parodies of Wes Anderson. Like he's so Wes Anderson that he's kind of making all his movies exactly the same. At least the recent ones have not been that great.
Yeah. Asteroid City was.
But- That was the most Wes Anderson movie he's ever made, too.
Asteroid City.
It's like, yeah, it's like it's kind of like it's a parody of Wes Anderson. That's what the movie is. But
Huh.
that's what it feels like, at least. So, yeah. So I feel like Cillian Murphy deserves a win here. I don't really care about Maestro. I like Bradley Cooper, but that's I don't like that he did it all for the Oscars. That's kind of dumb. Shouldn't be about that. So, and I don't know this dude, so. What do you guys think?
I think Cillian Murphy might take it.
I think so too. Seems like
That's what I
I'm uncultured, so I didn't see any of those movies on the list.
You never saw Oppenheimer?
No,
Yeah.
that
fair
means
enough.
you're gay.
apparently.
So that's why people Barbenheimer.
So long, gay boys.
So that's why people Barbenheimer, so you could negate it, right?
That's right. A really manly
Ah.
movie. Well, it's kind of funny though. Everybody was saying that, but it's like it's not really like a manly movie.
Yeah, no.
It's about science.
And very
It's about
awkward.
science.
very
Although,
awkward
you know, maybe
sex
it's saying
scenes.
oh yeah, we should just have men be the scientists, not women. I don't know. Maybe it's that, you know.
That's
Who
a hot
knows?
take.
That's a hot take. No.
All right. Cool. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Cillian Murphy's taking
I
this
think
for
Cillian
sure.
Murphy. Yeah. All right, actor in a supporting role. If it's not Robert Downey Jr., I will
Riot.
be upset.
Riot.
Riot.
And I will double riot if it's Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah. Psh.
I'd be
I
okay
feel like that's
if it
another
was Ryan.
pretentious movie. That's just like trying to be an Oscar winner. I haven't seen it, but it looks freaking weird. Just based on the previews. It's the Emma Stone movie. Which normally I like Emma Stone. So
Yeah.
oh, Barbie. Yep. Isn't
Yeah,
that funny
if it-
that Barbie's Go ahead.
I'd be okay with Ryan Gosling if he won it. I think he was really good in that movie. But
Yeah.
I hear your argument for Robert Downey Jr. Though.
RDJ deserves it for sure. I have not seen Killers of the Flower Moon. It's also on my list. Robert De Niro's good, but RDJ deserves it.
Isn't he the one that's like 80 and has a newborn son?
Yeah, De Niro. Yeah, him and Al
Okay.
Pacino too.
Oh yeah, both of
Leave
them.
in children fatherless since 1950, whatever. No.
Perfect.
Yeah. So it's just funny though that like Barbie's getting all these nominations. Like back in the day, you wouldn't see many great movies that we would consider like Star Wars. Those were never nominated. Wrath of Khan, I don't think that was ever nominated. Lord of the Rings only won for the third movie. I mean, they might have won some stuff, but best film, they never. Only Return of the King won best film. So, it is ironic things have changed, and now Barbie is getting all the nominations. Actress in the leading role. I haven't seen any of these movies,
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
so maybe Emma Stone, I guess.
Carrie Mulligan.
Just
She
because I
was.
know she's a good actress.
She was what's her name in Great Gatsby, right?
I don't know her.
Daisy. She was Daisy in Great Gatsby, the main actress.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I think she's a good actress.
Yeah.
But again, that's Maestro, so yes. Yeah, I say probably Emma Stone, but I don't really know because I don't really have an opinion, I guess. Actress in a supporting role. Emily Blunt was off.
Emily
Voice
Blunt.
not doing. Do I got that robo voice?
Yep, robo voice. We'll
have to get that figured out.
Yes. Okay, so you
Emily
I
Blunt
think
was my least
Yeah.
favorite part of Oppenheimer.
Really?
Oh, really?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your least favorite part?
Okay, cool. 1 second. Yes, I think she was probably the weakest character. And I love Emily Blunt. So it was very weird. I didn't think she was a very strong character. Maybe it was just the role itself was just a very difficult role to play, but yeah, I don't know. I did not really enjoy her character.
Okay.
Hey, I can hear Bluey again.
What a crazy stream we got going on here.
Great. Stream.
Yeah. It's all right. It's all in the name of
Blowing-
being more
I'm over here
professional.
blowing my nose every 5 seconds.
Yeah. And I don't know who America Ferrera is.
She was the mom.
She was a mom?
Uh,
Okay.
Yeah, who went on the whole rant about
Yeah.
women at the end. Yeah.
The whammon. the whammon went.
Whammon.
Yeah. That was probably that's when it like I was like, okay. I'm no longer enjoying this movie. It was at that point I knew I should not have paid $17 to see this movie in Hawaii.
That's where the gayness really set in.
Yeah. It's gay. Do not come.
Turn the freaking frogs gay.
So yeah, whatever. Yeah, the rest I don't really know. Jodie Foster's good actress. You know, she was at least in Silence of the Lambs. But I don't know. So I don't really have a pick, I guess. There. Animated feature film. I really want to see The Boy and the Heron. That is Miyazaki.
Yeah, I really want to see that one too.
It's a Studio Ghibli, the newest Studio Ghibli film. Elemental can go die in a pit. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. It's all right. I didn't like what they did to Peter Parker at all.
Yeah.
It's kind of the whole argument about Miles Morales is Miles Morales and Spider-Man is Peter Parker. Everybody's triggered about that. It's like, but everything in the marketing and the comics and everything just says Miles Morales, though. And at the end of the day, why are you so upset about it? Because he's a great character and he can stand on his own. He doesn't need Spider-Man to be a good character. Peter Parker is Spider-Man. He's always been Spider-Man. And if you are upset about that, it kind of just shows that you want to replace Peter Parker as Spider-Man.
Exactly. That's how I feel about the whole Miles Morales debate. I'm like,
Yeah.
again, you literally did finally do what comic book fans have been saying for years of
Create a
just create a
great,
good character.
diverse character.
Exactly. They did that, and now they're trying to cram him into, oh, well, he's Spider-Man now.
Right.
Just no.
But like only the fans say though that like everything related to him says Miles Morales. So
Yeah. Also,
action figures, comics, everything.
Sidebar going back to American Ferrera, I just went and looked at her monologue. That monologue is so trash, and I could probably fairly easily write the exact same version, but for men, if we want to get into victim monologues here.
Yep.
Like, men are expected to be the primary breadwinners, and we're supposed to show some emotions, but not too much. Otherwise, women think we're weak, and we are expected to work hard and bring home money, but also expected
Preach.
to spend more time with the kids. And obviously I'm not saying this from personal experience. It's just like that is what is generally accepted, and we're supposed to protect women and be masculine, but not too masculine where we freak women out. Like, get out of here
Right.
with that bull crap.
How about we all struggle? How about that?
Exactly.
And it's okay.
I struggle.
I struggle.
I struggle.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Just
I
turn
wish I
this
could I
podcast
wish I could do
into
my clap thing right now, but the audio is not coming through. So yeah. Yay.
Maybe I'll do that.
was good.
Maybe I'll work on a monologue for next time, and we
There
can
you go.
do a cold opening.
We'll just play it
male
we'll
monologue.
record it and play it in the intro every single week.
There we go. Yep.
It's
Yeah.
the Talking Nerds creed.
Yes, the
Exactly.
creed. Respect the creed. The sacred text.
The sacred text. It's the Talking Nerd code.
The code,
Code
yes.
of the nerds.
Hang the code. We're pirates.
Two
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean references in one episode. This is truly a blessed episode.
Well,
Oh no, there were
because
more.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
did I miss some?
you
We
missed
talked
our
about it at
weeks.
the beginning. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Tyler and I both
So-
watched all 5 of the Pirates of the Caribbeans.
Nice.
Yep. And I watched Star Trek, which is basically, talking about ships and stuff, captaining ships. So kind of like that. There are pirates in
No.
Star Trek.
I
Space
guess.
So-
Pirates.
The Klingons are essentially pirates.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Speaking of space pirates, I don't know. Maybe this is a hot take maybe just because it would be Disney making it, but I would love if they did it right, a live action of Treasure Planet.
Okay,
Oh.
I don't
think
think I've
that would
ever
be
seen
Ugh.
Treasure Planet.
there was an AI art concept for that, and you know who it generated for? Who's the main character again?
I forget his name, but
Well, guess who they cast as him?
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, good one, but no,
Oscar Isaac.
Timothy Chalamet, because
Oh, gosh.
It's like okay, they picked a young male lead that's in everything. Yeah,
Yep.
that fits, I guess.
I guess it fits.
I really hope they would never pick him, but
What was Mom's issue with that movie growing up? Why would she not let us watch that one? I remember she had I feel like she had an issue with that one.
I don't know about you, but Nick and I watched it all the time. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, younger sibling privilege.
yeah, I guess so.
Exactly. At that point, she was like,
That's the
"Oh, they're
real
corrupted
privilege in the
already."
United States.
Right.
Yeah, no, I don't think she ever had a problem with it.
No, maybe it was just one we didn't own then, because it wasn't one of the classics
Yeah, I guess
when
it's
I
not.
was growing up.
Honestly, that's my favorite era though for animated like stuff was that era. A lot of good animated stuff was coming out at the time, and it looked great. Too.
Mhm.
It's got a lot of similarities kind of with Arcane, I feel.
Oh,
Like the
okay.
world.
Yeah, a little bit. The mechanics and kind of like an old timey,
Yeah.
kind of like a
Steampunk.
steampunk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But anyways, yeah, Pedro Pascal. That reminded me of something. Oh, I was watching Friday Night Tights, and somebody was trying to make a live action Bob the Builder, and they're like,
Oh gosh.
who are they gonna pick? Pedro Pascal to play Bob the Builder. And then somebody made a meme. It was great. But yeah. So yeah, The Boy and the Heron. I do really want to see that. I tried to see it like 3 times now in at the cinema, but they like never have show times. So
At the cinema. You sounded like a grandma or grandfather. I'm going to
at the cinema. That's what it's called. It's easier than saying movie theater.
Fair enough.
Anyways, yeah, Elemental, Nimona. Oh, never heard of it. Sounds diverse. Robot Dreams. That sounds kinky.
Nice.
And yeah, Spider-Man. So I would pick Boy and the Heron, even though I've never seen it. That'd be my choice. But I guess we kind of got to figure out what would Hollywood choose, right? Because that's really what matters here.
Yeah.
What
would
would
say
they
It'll
choose?
probably-
Probably.
Without seeing
Probably
all
Elemental.
3, I'm gonna say Spider-Man. What's Elemental? But oh, I know Elemental. Never mind.
It's
Yeah,
the
gonna
Disney
be
one,
Element-
or
yeah,
is
it's
it Pixar?
Elemental
Actually, it
for
might be
sure.
Pixar.
It's Pixar. It's Elemental for sure.
Well, actually, with that in mind, Hollywood would probably choose Jeffrey Wright or Cillian Murphy, just because it's still good. Supporting role, probably
Mark Ruffalo.
Sterling Brown, I guess, or Mark Ruffalo, or Ryan Gosling. Who knows? Probably. I don't know. I guess I don't really know there.
I don't know the other ladies.
Probably The Color
Top 3.
Purple. Just because it's diverse.
Or America Ferrera, I would say.
Yeah, I mean any of these guys. Yeah. So there we go. Right, cinematography. Oppenheimer should win.
Should
mean,
win.
That's got to win though. Like,
Yeah, the atomic bomb. I mean,
yeah, the fact that he did that without. I mean, I guess would that be visual effects? It is type of visual effects. It's practical. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Costume design. Napoleon.
I wouldn't be mad if they did Barbie, just because Ryan Gosling's costumes were
But
pretty
it's
good.
yeah, it's very generic though. Um,
Maybe, but a lot of it is also classic, like the classic Barbie, classic Ken. I don't know.
yeah, no, not to say that's not fitting for that, but like compared to
Uh,
some of these, I
I
guess.
think Barbie's gonna win. Like, I think
Yeah.
if there's an easy uh, category for them to throw Barbie a bone, it's costume design. And yes, like you do have to remember, Nathan. Like again, I didn't see it, but my wife recognized a lot of the outfits as classic Barbie outfits, so there is
No, I'm sure.
history there.
Yeah, yeah, no,
So
no doubt.
I would guess Barbie wins this one pretty easily.
Oppenheimer probably not. It's very bland. But yeah, that would make sense.
In a lot of scenes, they didn't have any costumes at all.
Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh.
Um, I mean, oh wow, you got a couple big ones here. Martin Scorsese, sorry, or Christopher
Scorsese.
Nolan. Scorsese. Don't know these other guys.
Probably Nolan.
That's kind of. I bet that's a slap in the face for Bradley Cooper not to be nominated for Maestro. But, yeah, I mean, probably Mars. It's Killers of the Flower Moon, which is a diverse storyline. Oops, I'm Robo again, probably.
Hey, you're learning.
Nice. Nice. If I talk like a robot, it'll fit. It'll be fine. It's
That
like one of
actually
those guys who
sounded
had
cool.
cancer, throat cancer. That was a good. That was a good impression. All right. Well. Anyways, Killers of the Flower Moon. That's my guess.
Honestly, I could see Oppenheimer sweeping this thing.
Yeah, I mean Christopher Nolan's great, but I just like based on the message, I would say I'd say Martin Scorsese probably.
Mm.
But who knows? All right, then documentary, feature film. Who cares?
I don't know any of those.
Not really. Yeah, I don't really care. Film editing. Oppenheimer. I don't know. Again, I don't really know. I guess I haven't seen any of these movies, so that's
Yeah.
there's not much of a guess there. Oppenheimer was edited well though, and
Yeah,
it's a
but
woman.
these ones, I don't really know. I like Poor Things. I keep seeing. Killers of the Flower Moon. Had no idea. The Holdovers. I had no idea. Anatomy of
Yeah.
a Fall. No idea. Like, kind of whack.
I've never
nominees.
heard of Anatomy of a Fall actually.
Well, I wonder too how many movies are now being nominated simply because they fit those new diversity quotas or whatever that you have
Right.
to do now in order to
Sure.
Yep.
to earn an Oscar nomination.
I heard
So,
about those. Yeah, yeah. You gotta have
think about that.
diverse
mhm,
staff too working on the
Yep.
film.
mhm.
Lots. It's percentages too. It's freaking crazy.
Wait, when did Super Smash Bros. Came out? Was that last year or 2022?
Yeah.
You mean
that
Mario?
was last year. Mario.
Oh, Mario.
Not
So
Super
Mario
Smash Bros.
was last year.
Yeah.
Super Smash Bros. Is the universe movie that'll come out at the end. That'll be like the Avengers movie of the Nintendo verse.
So that wasn't in
Wait,
That
so
was
is Mario and Sonic in the
February,
same
March.
universe technically?
No, that's Sega versus
Oh, you're right.
Nintendo.
Yeah, but is
He's
Sonic
not.
not in
He's
Super Smash Bros?
nope.
What's his
He's
fighting
not.
game? Oh, he's in
I
the
don't
other
know.
one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know which game I'm thinking of that he's got a fighting game. Capcom. That's what.
Capcom. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's what his is. Okay, no.
With
Okay,
Street
so
Fighter and
Mario Brothers is the only one that's out right now.
probably Mortal Kombat, right? Yeah. Um. Yeah, you didn't see that up there in the animated film, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, wait, why wasn't that stinks? That was like one of the best movies of the year.
Because it was too good. You know. Why would we do that? Why would we put good movies in here? Gosh.
Just
International
Hollywood
film.
films.
You know what I would put for international feature film? I'd put
Japan.
Sisu in there.
Oh,
Or
But-
yeah, or Godzilla -1.
Mario Brothers
should-
was
that
an
should win.
Italian movie. Why isn't that in there?
Yeah. No, it's Japanese, but yes, you're right. Italian character, but Japanese studio. Maybe that's why it's not in here. Did Nintendo, was that the studio? Or was it somebody else?
I think it was Nintendo.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Someone want to look that up? Makeup and hairstyling, who cares? Music original score. It better not be Indiana Jones. That would be an insult to John Williams. He better not. This better not be the culmination of his career. He deserves more than this. He deserves better. Oppenheimer.
Quick,
Honest.
again, sorry. Quick sidebar again. The
Yeah.
Mario was making me think. Did you guys see Detective Pikachu?
Yes.
Nope.
No.
I did not.
I liked it.
That's Ryan Reynolds,
like it
right? He
too.
plays
Yes.
Pikachu.
I liked it a lot. So, because that would be the only other movie that Nintendo's ever done besides Mario. I mean, they did the 1993 Mario, but it was trash.
Is that Nintendo? Is Pokemon Nintendo?
Yeah, Pokemon's Nintendo.
Technically, I think it's Game Freak. Or
Yeah, but I guess it's. I pulled up an article. It's close enough to be considered in the same universe.
Is Pikachu in Smash Bros?
And so is Jigglypuff.
they're pretty annoying too.
Oh, true.
Mhm.
I guess you're right.
Yeah. No, that
Hmm.
movie was actually pretty good. I mean, it had Mewtwo.
Yeah, I guess
in
you're
it,
right. I guess they are
spoilers.
annoying.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it. That came out what 2018,
2019. Yeah.
19.
I
Super
still really
Smash-
got
Super
I gotta see
Mario
the Sonic
Brothers.
movies still.
Oh, the Sonic movies are also great. I love the Sonic
Yeah.
movies. They're
I'll
fantastic.
definitely watch them this year because 3 is coming out.
Jim Carrey is fantastic in them.
Yeah, I've heard. And you know who's joining the cast is Hayden Christensen. Is gonna be
really?
Shadow.
Hmm.
I guess is the character.
Oh, yeah, that'll work.
Interesting.
Yeah, they tease him at the end of 2.
Okay. Knuckles was the
sorry,
last
back to
one. Right?
music.
Yeah.
Yeah, Knuckles was the big reveal, and
Yeah.
Tails, I guess technically also.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah.
revealed at the end of 1,
Yeah.
and then he had a big role in 2, and then Knuckles came in midway through 2, and then they teased Shadow at the end. So
Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about Sonic, so.
The
What were you
Super
gonna say, Nick?
Mario, Super Mario Brothers, produced by Universal, Illumination, and Nintendo.
Illumination. That's what I was. Yeah, that's right.
oh yeah, Despicable Me 4
'Cause
comes out
they-
this year.
Because they did and it was the Universal theme song with the Minions was at the beginning.
Yeah.
Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, they did the whole thing.
Yep.
So it
Okay.
would qualify as an American or in the non-international category, but whatever. Yeah, I would say Oppenheimer should win music original score. I love that score, but probably gonna be John Williams just because it's John
John
Williams, and they're gonna want to push the whole Indiana Jones, the dial of dysentery.
Oh gosh.
The details of dysentery.
Yeah. What a sad movie. I was depressed watching that. It was
Watching-
it was
That's why
my
I didn't bother
least.
watching it.
Yeah.
Watching all of those are on my list again, like, because that's one where it's like kind of like 007, where it's like I've seen bits and pieces, but like I need to go through and
Yeah.
like
Yep.
watch them all.
A lot of people say Raiders is the best. I like Last Crusade the best, actually,
Yeah, so do I.
because I love Sean Connery.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh, he's fantastic in it.
yeah.
Him and Harrison Ford play off each other so well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Great movie.
I'm just Ken.
Yeah.
I'm just Ken. That's my vote.
Oh, easily. It's non-negotiable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's gonna.
But
it's
let's
gonna
all be
a-
honest. It's gonna be Ways a Holiday. Song for my people.
Wazahaze, a song for my people.
A toss up between that and What Was I Made For?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep. It's by Billie Eilish. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
can.
Anywhere outside. That's like, I mean, like that's a song for the people, you know, like
That's a song for
like
the men.
I-
That's
Well,
why we
it's
like
true.
it.
So,
it's like it's like ironically true, I guess. It's like I don't know if they meant it to be that way, but it's like okay, I could gotta get with this. Yeah. Probably this one though. We all know.
Yeah.
Best picture. All right, here we go. Probably gonna be
Gonna be
Barbies or Barbie or Killers of the Flower Moon. I would say Oppenheimer deserves it. Not my pick. None of these are my pick, but Oppenheimer is the one I would choose.
Yep.
There's Maestro. Snuck in there. What a crazy world it would be if Barbie won.
well, it wouldn't.
Can you imagine?
Wouldn't be crazy by today's standards, but
But I mean, a tribute to its success. That's what happens when you cater a movie towards a specific audience, and not try to cater to everybody, and simultaneously screw it all up.
well, and if it does win, then it proves their whole argument wrong.
Exactly.
That-
Women are women and men are men, and that's how it is.
But also
And
that
that's how they should be.
that women are less than men or something like that.
Well, but that's not even the message of the movie, though. You know, like, it's the fact that a bunch of women came dressed in pink and all Barbie-ish, like, that kind of screws with their whole narrative. You know, women just want to be women. Let them be women.
Well, yeah, but it's how those women left the theater where that narrative splits. You had
Yes.
half of them leave like, "Oh my gosh, that was the greatest movie ever," and then half of them going, "What the hell was that? That was
Well,
garbage."
That comes down to common sense, and like if you have a good
Yeah.
moral compass, you can, and good discernment, you can kind of figure out, oh, this is not a good message, but
Yeah.
at least it wasn't
it
a
was-
bunch of lesbians and people with pink hair and blue hair,
Though one of the Barbies was a trans.
that's just true. And you know what, I didn't even realize it until
I
after.
know, I didn't either.
I thought about it though. I was like, I guess she
Yep.
did have a very low voice. That's true.
No.
It's all in the knuckles.
It is in the
Yeah,
hands. You
it's
can
the
you man
hands and the
hands.
feet.
Yes, we all know man hands and feet. Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't want those bunions showing.
Yeah, they weren't showing her feet. His feet.
Yeah, no.
Their feet.
Their feet. Yeah, Zer's feet.
its feet.
Yeah.
Dude,
Alrighty.
that video you sent. I identify as a Therian. Oh, what?
What is this? An Elden Ring creature?
Oh,
It's a great meme. It was like when it's like
Well, it's-
sorry I'm being like so mean this month. I'm an asparagus or something. Like your zodiac sign.
My Saturn is in asparagus.
What do you fly around your food before you eat it?
Yes.
Good stuff. I love him. He's hilarious.
yeah.
Chino.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yep, I'm a Republican now.
I'm a Republican now. You've convinced
Yep.
me.
You got me.
I just love that he's like aggressively Italian too in the way he dresses.
Oh yeah.
He's just so
Yeah.
aggressively.
The
Italian.
glasses.
It's fantastic.
All right. Animated short film. Okay, not much. I don't know any of these.
Yeah, I don't recognize any of those.
Sound probably Oppenheimer. Maestro. That's ironic.
Wait. Did
Mission
you
Impossible
skipped
Dead.
live action short? You got Invincible in there.
Oh,
That's not the show, right?
is that the same thing?
That's got to be the.
Wait,
Oh, it's
is
short
it?
film.
Short film.
It's short film.
No, so I guess it's
Yeah,
Th-
that's
That would be Emmys.
yeah.
yeah.
That's
I
not
wish
it.
Mission
not-
Impossible is on Amazon
Uh,
Prime now. I need to watch that. Dead Reckoning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it was on Paramount. I guess it's on Prime.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think it's on Prime. Pretty sure it's on Prime. I have a Paramount login too.
Not part one though. Anymore.
We won't get into spoilers because, yeah, right, because it's no longer called Part 1. Take that part out.
Yeah.
We won't get into spoilers because Tyler is still yet to watch 5 through 7 now.
I'm catching up though.
But I will say it's definitely one of the weakest ones out of all of
Mm.
them. I enjoyed the action of it, but it was not a great. The story did not hold as
Yeah.
well, and what they did to a certain character is kind of like lame.
Ethan Hawke.
No,
Okay.
no, the woman,
Okay.
a woman character.
Gotcha.
I did not like what they did
So
with her.
I
so.
actually heard an interesting take on the John Wick movies this week from my
Yeah.
boss that I wanted to run by you guys. So he said, I don't know when the time frame was, but he just said he remembered hearing all the hype about John Wick, and he was on an airplane, and he was like, "Oh, here's John Wick. Let me watch it, see what all the hype's about." And he was like, at first he was intrigued, and he was like, "Okay, this is interesting." And then like 30 minutes in, he's like, "Wait a minute," and he like literally was like, this has to be a joke. They're like hamming this up, right? He was like, he's going on a rampage over a dog, and he was like, and I get that the dog was a gift from his wife and everything, but the amount of people who died because of this dog is just astonishing. He was like, and like the way John Wick talks, it's like, are you ready? Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm ready.
I'm thinking I'm
Yeah.
back.
Right,
I'm
he was
thinking
so,
I'm
and like,
back.
and I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, I definitely feel like it's probably a little campy. And then I was like, I bet you they were kind of trying to go for those like 80s and 90s action films vibe, right? Like, yes, it's a little over the top for sure.
Is he a
but
nerd?
no?
That's the thing. Maybe he's not understanding the fact. Like one of the key parts of watching movies is understanding that it's an entirely different world, and if it's believable, you can get immersed into that world and just accept the
Yeah.
laws of that world.
Yeah.
You got to
Well-
get past that kind of stuff because nothing would be good then. If it's unrealistic, then you'd just be watching a regular old drama.
Right. No, I agree. I mean, I'm not saying he's wrong. I just think it's an interesting take from someone who definitely, yeah, that's not his normal type of film he watches.
Yeah.
So,
El Baba Yaga.
Yeah, he's like, this is the boogeyman. This is not the boogeyman. This is the man you sent to kill the
The
boogeyman.
boogeyman. Yeah. Yep.
I was like,
I
yes,
gotta
of course they're overplaying
I
it.
gotta, yeah, I gotta rewatch this.
I gotta rewatch it. First,
Mhm.
at least the first three. I don't really need to see the fourth one again.
Which is the one
As
with the
someone who
sword
has
fight
recently
and like
rewatched
the.
them, as in like when the fourth one came out recently, um, I think the when you watch the first one, it makes the other two after it more necessary to like pull
Mm,
out of that, because then it makes more sense why he reacts the way, because of where he actually comes from.
right.
Hmm.
And I'm sorry, there's no more badass scene in like a guy pulled out of retirement video than going to your basement and taking a sledgehammer to your basement
Yep.
floor. I'm
Yep.
sorry. That is awesome. I love that
It's pretty
trope and I
dope.
hope it comes back.
And then he does it again.
Hmm.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yep. All right, back to sound.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know Oppenheimer or
I would imagine Oppenheimer wins or Maestro.
probably
Oh, here you
uh
go, Nathan. Visual effects. Godzilla
visual
-1.
effects.
Nice.
All right, Godzilla -1. Just give it to him. Just give it to him. Godzilla looks incredible. I forgot about Guardians 3. Oh yeah, that happened. Um, Godzilla -1
He's like,
deserves
no
it all.
discussion.
No discussion.
Right.
Yeah. Um, you guys got to watch it. And honestly,
How much do you think? How much do you
yeah,
think
yeah,
Guardians
we'll talk
takes
later,
it
but
from him?
we gotta watch.
Oh gosh, it better not.
Oh, 0. There's no way.
Guardians.
sorry,
I mean,
all
you say there's
Marvel
no way,
effects
but
suck.
this is
I do like the
how
color
It is-
palette
Hollywood thinks.
of the Guardians movies.
It
The
is-
color palette has always been fantastic for those movies.
But that's coloring. That's not
Right.
visual effects. Coloring is its own department.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah, it's only up here because it's a Marvel movie. That's all.
Mhm.
Godzilla -1 should
did
win this, or the
Infinity
creator.
War-
Actually, the creator had very good effects from what I've heard. So
Did Infinity War and Endgame make it for Best Picture animation, or for Best Picture nomination? I can't remember.
I don't know.
possibly they didn't win. I don't think.
No, no. To
I don't
this
think a Marvel
date,
film has ever won that award.
yeah, the DC movie won a Oscar before a Marvel movie did.
Well, The Dark Knight, I thought probably won something.
Well, yeah, but not that's not DC Universe. I'm talking Suicide Squad won Best Soundtrack or something like that.
Has any Marvel film won Best Picture? Black Panther was the only one nominated,
Yeah.
Hmm.
and it won a Golden Globe. Apparently,
And it won. No, it's in 2018.
Or wait,
It got
hold on.
Best Costume, Best Production Design, and Best Score.
yeah, there you go.
Oh my gosh.
course.
Literally
And
Black
then also
Panther
the
is, like,
sequel
only
got
thing that's-
Best Costume again. That's so pandering. I'm sorry. Although the costumes.
I
were
gotta grab my phone charger. I will be right back. Please continue talking.
good. Let's
Hmm.
see. Academy.
Well, we
Golden
can't really
Globe,
scroll,
Grammys.
so we're kind of stuck with what he's got
So
here
they've
on the
had
screen.
26 nominations and 4 wins. That's not bad, honestly.
26 nominations? Oh, you're talking about just for Oscars.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
So Iron Man had a couple. Iron Man 2 had one. The Avengers had one. Iron Man 3, Captain America, Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Black Panther had a bunch. Infinity War was nominated for Best Visual Effects, as was Endgame, Shang-Chi, and Spider-Man No Way Home. Best Supporting Actress, Best Original
Shang-Chi.
Song, Best Makeup and Hairstyling, Best Costume Design, and Best Visual Effects was Black Panther, and also Guardians of the Galaxy 3 Best Visual Effects. It's never been nominated for Best Picture. That is a crime that Infinity War and Endgame have one nomination each, and it was for Best Visual Effects. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Most nominations was Black Panther with 7 nominations.
Hmm.
Nice.
Although this is gonna be controversial. I love Infinity War. I love Endgame, but maybe they were not as good as we thought they were.
I mean, they were a culmination for sure.
Do
You
tell.
can't look
That
at
is
them in a bubble. You have to
exactly.
look
That's
at
kind
them
of the
as a culmination of 22 films.
right, and that's my point. Yeah,
So I
like
get it.
we really enjoyed them because they were everything we were
But like no
hyped for,
costume
and
designs? Like, come on, there's
yeah,
superhero
no.
costumes. How could you not at least get a nomination for that?
Well, I don't know. The whole nanotechnology suits were just kind of
Mhm.
lazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Iron Man.
I miss the clunky Iron Man suit.
Oh, dude. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and watch Iron Man 1 now. I
Yeah.
love that movie.
Once you do that, you're gonna go
You're
through the
going through all of
entire-
them.
Mm-hmm.
Even like up until like Civil War, he still had a cool suit.
Mm-hmm.
It was really. I mean, I guess Homecoming was fine, but yeah, it's really like those later movies that it's like,
Yeah.
ugh,
All the nanotech.
doesn't even make
And
sense
then
when you think about
everyone
it.
did the nanotech. Everyone has a nanotech helmet.
Well, yeah, and we talked about that with Ant-Man and the Wasp, but it's like,
Mm-hmm.
why do you have to have your mask off? Just leave it on.
Right.
It doesn't even make
Exactly.
sense. You would die.
It's FaceTime.
Right.
It's FaceTime for the actor.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Henry Cavill is like, leave it on.
Carl
And then
Urban.
what's his name? And Carl Urban too. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like,
Oh, there's all
Stays
that
true to
controversy
character.
around Master Chief too in Halo, taking
Mhm.
taking his mask off literally 95% of the time.
Yep.
And the guy's like, "Well, this is the
The
if
story
you
of John,
if you don't
the
like
story of
this,
Master Chief.
you're not a
You're
Halo
not a real
fan."
Halo fan. Yeah, like,
Go-
okay, buddy. You just
Yeah.
proved that you haven't played the games.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm not a Halo
Dumbass.
fan, and I'm more of a Halo fan than he is.
Yes.
Like,
Honestly, like he's one of the
Respect it.
actors that's like pissing me off the most right now with all of his crap that he's talking about.
mhm. Meanwhile, Henry Cavill got fired from The Witcher because he wanted it to be like the book.
Yep.
Anyways, so I could see the creator probably getting it, or hopefully Godzilla.
Nice.
Writing. I don't know. That'd be
Something like
ironic if
Barbie.
American Fiction got it. But
I bet you Barbie wins it.
probably
probably.
that last speech. Oof.
Ooh.
Or Oppenheimer. Who knows?
Oppenheimer. I'm telling you, everything that Oppenheimer's in, I really don't think it has contest.
Well,
Yeah.
you'd think, yeah.
Right.
Right. That's why I said I.
I mean, the fact that they even got nominated, though, is kind of telling. That the Academy nominated it.
True.
And the original screenplay,
Don't know
Maestro.
anything.
Any of those. Yeah, we'll say
You're
Maestro.
just saying that because it took 6 years.
We'll give it to Maestro.
Give it to Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
Old
Yeah.
American Sniper.
So that's them be the Oscars nominations, and they're supposed to happen at the beginning of February or March, sometime in March. So, yep, maybe we'll talk about them. Probably not, but hopefully there's another.
Hey, if
Hopefully
someone
there's
slaps
a-
another dude,
Yeah, I was saying if there's another slap, then we're definitely talking about it.
Can
definitely
only
talking
hope.
about it.
Is Will
Isn't
Smith
it-
like kicked out of the Oscars for life, or is it just like a certain amount of time?
I thought it was for life, but I could see them rolling it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's
'Cause
Will
how
Smith.
can you keep a black man out of that? You know.
And they're a bunch of hypocrites, anyways. So
Also, it's Jim. Isn't it Jimmy Kimmel that's hosting?
oh really?
I hope he gets
Yeah.
slapped. Like that's
That
the
would be
one guy I
nice.
hope gets slapped.
I will
Twen-
encourage
a
a black
10-year
man
ban.
slapping a white man in that case.
Yeah, honestly, I
Will
hope
Smith
he
got
gets
a
slapped.
10-year ban from the
A
I
10-year
hope he
ban?
gets slapped
Okay.
with
Yeah.
the metal bracelets and taken to jail for being on a certain list.
Yeah, right. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
A lot of those people, you know. Well, who was
Just a
it? It
sting
was
operation.
Richard Gere received a 20-year ban in 1993. He was in Pretty Woman, with
Okay.
what's her face, Julia Roberts.
Hmm.
He was talking
um
about China in 1993.
China.
Kicked out for
Nice.
20 years.
classic.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky Gervais, remember his whole thing at the Golden Globes?
Oh
He
yeah.
made an Epstein comment. He's like, "Well, whatever. You guys are all on that list anyways. Don't even deny it." And you could tell probably from the audience who was laughing and who wasn't. The people who were laughing either were just idiots and were on the list, or they didn't have anything to worry about, because they weren't on the
Right.
list.
Yep.
Where meanwhile, like Tom Hanks was like, you
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
you gotta wonder.
Getting a little
Um,
squirmy.
Yeah. So you got to look for the people who are laughing about those things, Like Kate Blanchett was laughing; she thought it was funny. Other people
Mhm.
did. But it's ironic; they're a bunch of hypocrites because even after the slap happened, people were still clapping and giving Will Smith a standing ovation. If they really thought that was a horrendous thing to do, they would not have given him a standing ovation.
Right.
But did they issue
Yeah.
Instagram or Twitter video apologies after they?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the real question.
Right. Did they do blackout profile images for Chris Rock or Jada Smith?
Or do they do a whiteout
Yeah.
against Will Smith?
Whoa.
They're like, oh no, we're the racist ones now.
trapped. It's a
Reverse Uno, we got you, ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's that. Probably gonna be disappointed overall. All I hope is that Godzilla gets best visual effects. That's all I want. So the Oscars can go screw themselves otherwise, and or the Academy, I should say. And yeah. So sorry about all the technical difficulties tonight. Hopefully we'll get that all worked out. We're using a new software now, a program. So
It's all in the name of being more professional
that's right.
and being more
Yeah.
flexible. So we'll get there.
Yeah, so I'll give you a little bit of an announcement. We are doing so we're gonna actually be making videos. I'm not gonna tell you what yet. Did I
You were a
lose? Was
robot.
I Robo again?
Mhm.
You restart that. Restart.
No.
right on
Okay.
cue.
Here we go. Take two. We're gonna be making a lot more content this year. I'm not gonna tell you yet what it is. But be on the lookout for new exciting things in the realms of movies, shows, and gaming. And there will be general themes, and we will also be talking about current stuff as well. So the worst and the best stuff. So yeah, get excited, I guess.
Get
Yeah.
excited.
And then if you haven't checked out our Discord server, go ahead and do that. You can find Bluey's new video game that he made on there, and maybe some more down the road soon, as well as get on our Sea of Thieves guild. We got lots of available roles, I guess, spots. So yeah, go check that out. And go follow us on our socials and subscribe, like the video, comment, and share with your friends. Peep Nick's cat in the back.
Whoops.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Peace.
All right, peace.
Yeah.
See you guys.